Hello and welcome to the Yamaha Australian Off-Road Championships, brought to you by MX Store. Today we've travelled around about 1,000 kilometres north to the Gum Valley circuit here in Mackay for what is said to be a massive weekend in dirt bike racing. The first pages of the 2022 championship have already been written, with Kyron Bacon, Josh Green and Andy Wilkes landing the first blows in their 2022 championship title fight in the E1, E2 and E3 classes respectively. After a very testing rounds 1 and 2, the riders are going to face some new challenges here through the forest and the cane fields in a sprint format over 2 separate tracks on the day.
After a dominant rounds 1 and 2, Yamaha's Kyron Bacon has the target on his back, and Danny Ham sat down with him to check the pressure gauge.
Congratulations, mate, on round 1 and 2. What a way to start the year.
Yeah, real good. Had a solid first round, that's for sure. Wasn't expecting to go into the first round, but no, I didn't know where I was going to be at, to be honest. It's a pretty solid start. Couldn't really get much better, really, but you know, it's still a long year. Anything can happen, and yeah, I'm stoked.
At Cherubee, you came away with the quickest times overall. Was that a bit of a surprise to you, or did you expect to be up there running at those top end of the field?
Definitely not. I think I started off third outright at the first test at the start of the day, and I was expecting to be going back down the leaderboard a bit. And then I had to crash that first moto, I think, and come back in, and Dad's just like, "Oh, you got third outright in that test." I'm like, "You what?" He's like, I was pretty stoked on that, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with how my riding's been going, and yeah.
How do you think that the smaller bike will go here at Gum Valley?
Some of the tighter stuff, it's better on a 250 compared to the 450 because it's a little bit lighter, you can throw it around a bit more, but on the straights I'm kind of running out of legs a bit. It's just on the limit of 50 a pin on some of the straights, but no, it's definitely, I'm stoked to be riding a YZ 250 this year. It's a good bike and plenty of power out of all 250s. So.
Where do you see the closest challenge coming from within this championship as the rest of the year plays out?
Yeah, well, this is one of the rounds, really. I didn't expect this place to be that fast, but it's more the faster rounds, really. At home, we don't really have much of that stuff, and the sandy rounds, we don't really get all the sandy whooped out tracks and flat out straights and all that, so we can hopefully get some good solid points in on all the tighter stuff and the technical stuff, and on the faster stuff, just hopefully just hang on and just try to get some solid points up, really.
Yeah, it is very hard to dominate the way you did on an E1 category bike. It's traditionally not a premier leading class, so you always got to consider the environment that you're in at the time, and he really enjoyed that environment, and a lot of people did struggle, so we saw him really shine there. And I think it's one of those things where you come here at rounds 3 and 4 and it's a much faster track, and he's still been able to hold his own, so I think that'll really cement home to everyone that he's here to have a crack. And yeah, I think he's in for a very good season.
Even with a target on his back after rounds 1 and 2 in Cherubee, Shock Yamaha Off-Road Racing's team Kyron Bacon seemed totally unfazed as he pushed his Yamaha YZ to the limit in E1. Coming out on top with a total time of 1:49.05, Bacon has maintained top dog position in his class.
Yeah, feel pretty good. Had a pretty solid day. Didn't make too many mistakes out there, which is good, and just tried to keep consistent and stay off the ground. So I think I only had 1 or 2 crashes earlier on today, but no, I just tried to keep her on 2 wheels and yeah, just try to be smooth really. It's pretty hard and techo out there and there's rocks going everywhere, so anything can happen, and yeah, I'm stoked.
Taking second today was fellow Yamaha teammate Blake Hollis with a total time of 1:52.29. Over 7 laps across the Off-Road Advantage and WR450F tracks, Hollis's times continued to improve as he fought to secure his spot on the podium.
It's good to be back on the podium. Struggled at the first 2 rounds, but got my stuff together and went home and sorted some things out, and yeah, come out strong for this one.
Still got another day yet to go. How's the body faring leading into day number 2?
Hands are a bit sore, but we'll sort that out, and the body's not too bad, but tomorrow's a shorter day anyway, so yeah, we'll see how that goes.
You happy with how everything's gone?
Yeah, made a few mistakes in the last 2 tests and it cost me a little bit, but other than that, it was a pretty good day, and yeah, happy with the results.
Rounding out E1's round 3 podium was Yamaha JGR Ballard's off-road team Jeremy Carpentier, who finished today with a total time of 1:52.43. Carpentier seemed to be breathing down Hollis's neck over the course of the day, but had to concede for bronze after 7 laps.
Yeah, it's good to be on the podium again for the championship. It's some decent point. I'm just a bit spewing that I messed up my first lap because, yeah, the boys put 20 odd second on me and I'm only 12 seconds off second. So it is a bit frustrating, but yeah, you get to learn and regroup and get back swinging tomorrow.
Well, that's the thing. You've got day number 2 still to come. Redemption there.
Yeah, for sure. Like now, I'm more familiar with the long test, so I found the good rhythm in the last lap. So hopefully we can put it together tomorrow, have a clean run, and yeah, ended up on the podium and second, or why not first for tomorrow.
This year is shaping up to be really positive for Josh Green from Shop Yamaha Off-Road Racing Team, who has taken out his 3rd consecutive class win for the 2022 season. Aboard his Yamaha WRF, Green continued slicing valuable seconds off his test time, even with the classic Queensland humidity and a lofty near 2-hour stint across the 2 test tracks. Green claimed first place in E2 with a total time of 1:49.05.
Yeah, it's brutal. That track's really nasty. It's getting some big holes, big square hedge, and heaps of rocks now. And it's so humid, like all our gloves are wet, so we're almost starting to blister, like my hands are sore. And we did a lot of test time today, so it was a big day. But I just rode smart. I had a little tip over in one of my tests, but apart from that, I rode fairly good, and I'm happy to come away with the win.
One more day to go tomorrow. Do get to another track, but you still got to endure some of this track as well. You're looking forward to that. What do you got to change up?
For sure, yeah. This track over here tomorrow is going to be really brutal. So just survival on that, and then really just try and put in on the new track and see if we can make some time up.
The final 2 podium positions were hard fought and won by Husqvarna's Todd Waters and Shop Yamaha Off-Road Racing Team's Michael Driscoll. Each finished today's sprints with respective times of 1:51.29 and 1:52.12.
Yeah, it was good to come away with a box and getting second. Greenie had me all day. He was riding insane out there. Track was super challenging for me. This loop over here was 20 minutes, man. Like, it had everything from going 120 kilometres an hour cane fields to slow rocky creek beds. So really challenged me, but got to thank Husqvarna for giving me a good bike. Max's tyres, Motorex, T-Dub riding gear, and my mechanic Jason, he's put a massive effort in. Fiance Jilly and little Macy come to watch, so stoked, got the full family here.
Very wild, very loose, very sketchy, but I'm just happy to come away on the box another day. So moving forward in tomorrow, I'm going to go walk some tracks, get some lines sorted and be ready to fight for another win.
Tomorrow is a new day, as you said. There's a new track being thrown into the mix as well. We've still got the old, longer course here. What are you going to have to change up besides trying to find a couple of lines? Is there anything else that we can do to get you up there one more step?
Just need to figure out how to ride it faster, to be honest. Nah, not much really. The bike's working really well. It's just me. So yeah, we'll go back and dissect it all and come out swinging.
Beaters Fraser Higlett was just behind with a total time of 1:53.48 and Caleb Ward in fifth with a time of 1:55.12. Round 3 was well and truly Andy Wilkes Day. This absolute demon tore up Mackay, smoking the competition in both his class and the overall field by nearly 1 minute. Wilkes finished round 3 with a total time of 1:48.12. Even with some challenges throughout the day, including bike issues and some bingles, Wilkes seemed totally at home and unfazed.
It was a bit nerve-wracking heading into those last couple of tests, knowing I had the upper hand all day and just trying not to sort of drop too much pace and stay in front of those boys. So yeah, that was a new experience, leading them all out all day, and yeah, just trying not to make any big mistakes and keep it clean. So yeah, for me, honestly, more relief just to get that first win off the bat, and yeah, just get some really solid results out there and show some potential. So no, that's been the aim over the years, to just try and work towards that. So it's a cool feeling, getting another win under the belt, sort of extending the points lead in the championship, and yeah, good to sort of be getting these results this early in the season. So.
E3's Stefan Gronquist in second with a total time of 1:52.03.
Yeah, the day was pretty good. I mean, I started a little bit slow and then sort of worked my way into it. Track was pretty technical today, and it was sort of a track that could really catch you out if you push too hard. So I'm pretty happy with the second today. I'm very happy. Yeah.
Still got day 2 yet to come. Any changes before we get there?
I'm just going to go and walk some stuff that's a little bit gnarly, sort of see if we can find some better lines, heal up, try and recover. It's been a big day today, and just look over bikes, and my bike feels great. I don't want to really change anything, so just put some new tyres on and prepare for tomorrow, eat a lot of food and go to bed early, that's for sure.
And third place was won by Sherco's Jonty Riders with a total time of 1:52.32.
Yeah, a little bit pissy with me ride really. Like, we was running second, third, fourth outright all day, and then one test I just overshot a corner, ended up in the sugar canes, down in a hole, and we lost 3 minutes. So yeah, that's really hurt our overall time today. But we know the speed's there. Just can't make that one mistake. But it was still a good day. So.
Out to walk the track tonight for tomorrow. Make sure you don't find any more of those holes.
Yeah, I'll go out and have a bit of a walk, check her out, and see if we can come out swinging for tomorrow.
Ashley Norman and Thomas McCormack would take out 4th and 5th place respectively. True to form, Jessica Gardner from Yamaha JGR Ballard's off-road team blazed an absolute trail in EW as she tackled the off-road advantage at WR 450F test. Hard on bike and body, Gardner finished today's racing with a total time of 2 hours and 9 minutes.
Yeah, it was a very challenging day for me. I guess the high speed's not normally my thing. I'm more of a technical sort of true enduro rider. So yeah, I had to dig deep there and I guess send it out there. So all in all, I'm pretty happy. Obviously, I want to get the best result I can outright with the guys too. So it was good to mix it up with the guys out there for the outright. And yeah, of course, really stoked to get another EW win.
Still got a day ahead of us, day number 2. How are you feeling going into that one?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be getting some physio tonight, that's for sure, and make sure the body's 100% for tomorrow. And we've been really strong on the bulk nutrient sports field today to keep hydrated. Obviously, it's really humid here, so yeah, we'll regroup and be back at it tomorrow.
KTN's Emily Carlson rode comfortably into 2nd place today with a total time of 2 hours and 15 minutes. This weekend has thrown Carlson many challenges, but even after over 2 hours on the bike, Carlson pushed on.
Yeah, I'm super happy with that after everything that's been going on, and just a week ago, a couple of days ago, I couldn't even walk, so I'm pretty stoked to end up 2nd.
Another day ahead though. Are we going to be able to manage to get through another one? It's pretty tough already.
I reckon we'll see in the morning. I'm ready for bed now, so see what happens. But yeah, definitely going to try to save some points again tomorrow. So.
Bronze was won by Ebony Nielsen with a total time of 2 hours and 18 minutes. Zoe Bakari and Charlotte Gamble would round out the top 5 for the day.
Today was pretty tough. The track was really fast, so in the faster tracks I do struggle a little bit. But we made it through. Had a couple of crashes this morning, face planted a tree, so glad I got that out of the way, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow goes well. The rest of the day today went really well, so yeah.
Face planted a tree, got that out of the way. I didn't think I'd ever hear those words put into a sentence. Day 2 still to come. Are you going to be up for it?
Yeah, hopefully all good tomorrow. Bike's been awesome, so and looking forward to riding a different track tomorrow. I hear the junior track that we're on tomorrow is pretty short loop and a bit of grass track, so not really my forte, but we'll give it our best go.
There was a big upset in EJ today with current class leader Billy Hargy from Husqvarna Off-Road Racing Team dropping down to 5th place for round 3. Suffering a wrist injury, the Husqvarna boarded gun had a tough day out in the sugarcanes with consistent times that just couldn't compete with round 3 victor Riley McGilvray from Shepparton Motorcycles KTM. McGilvray took out a hard-fought win today with a total time of 1 hour and 56 minutes after 7 grueling laps on the bike.
Yeah, pretty good actually. It's definitely been a bit of a slow start to the season, but it's good to be back on top again and yeah, charging forward in the next few rounds. Yeah.
Well, you really dominated in this class today. Do you think you see any new challenges when you go back out there again tomorrow for day number 2?
Yeah, 100%. It's always day 2's a struggle. Your body always is more sore the next day, and the track deteriorates a lot more, and rocks and that will come to the surface. But yeah, keen to keep pushing through and yeah, try and make it happen again tomorrow.
Behind him in 2nd and 3rd place was Kobe Wolf and William Dennett from Yamaha Australia, who clocked in a total time of 1 hour and 57 minutes and 1 hour 58 minutes respectively.
Yeah, good. Yeah, today was pretty fast and sketchy, but we got it done. We had a few crashes, but we got through the day, so we'll be on to tomorrow.
I'm hearing that a lot. It's something that we don't probably hear as much in motocross. If you crash once, it's a big thing, but a few little crashes here and there doesn't seem to be too big a deal in this sort of racing.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be too much. Everyone was having a rough day and a few rough tests. So, but to stay on the ground, off the ground was pretty good. So,
one more day, mate. You ready for it?
Ready for it.
The riders have complete round number 3, day number 1 here at Gum Valley Circuit, and it has been a massive day for all of them. Some of the riders heading back to try and recover to get ready for the next one. Other riders straight out to look at the track and do another 1,000 kilometres of walking before they get ready for day number 2, round 4, coming up soon.
Wilkes has made a statement to a stacked field in the E3 class. He's back in Australia and he's here to win.
Yeah, honestly, it's a bit of a surreal feeling to be that guy now. Like before me, has been some really talented guys that are killed it overseas and done really good here as well. So yeah, to step up to that role this year has been surreal to get used to, but a really cool feeling and a good challenge to try and keep it there each race and try to not make any big mistakes and lose that championship lead. Obviously, I've sort of started out racing this championship years and years ago. Started racing state series competition on a 65 like some little kids that are getting around here today, and always looking up to those top guys and just dreaming about being there one day. So trying to take that in and making the most of being in the position I am now. But really enjoying it. It's obviously thrown its challenges at you through life trying to get to this point, but really happy for how it's all gone and what I've learned along the way, and just embracing the opportunities I've got at the moment. With everything going on in 2020, I was here racing for the Husqvarna factory team at the start of the year, and then when everything went the way it did, I still wanted to keep chasing that goal of racing full time and try to see how far I could take it in the sport. So I saved up some money, contacted the team in Italy, and rented a spot on their team to try and gain that experience and improve my riding. So we did that at the end of 2020 and all through 2021 last year, and raced the Italian National Championship and the Enduro GP World Championship. So for me, that was a massive goal ticked off, being full-time as a rider, focusing on everything around that, and just being around some really talented people and a lot of experience. So I think this year's sort of shown it was a good move, and it's helped me to understand a lot more within my racing and training. Honestly, I'd love to try and keep the championship lead. That's always the big goal. There's some good guys that are really starting to speed it up now and put some pressure on, and it's going to be a long year. You got 12 rounds of racing this season, and we've got to try and minimise mistakes at each one of them. So some races will suit other guys better, I think, for sure, and it's just going to be a matter of adapting to each round and trying to have a good result at each one.
Day number 2, round 4 of the Yamaha Australian Off-Road Championships, brought to you by MX Store, is about to get underway, and the rains have fallen overnight, completely changing the dynamic of today's racing. The guys out there are saying in their side lap it was very, very slippery. It's a challenge that they're going to have to manoeuvre through today if they want to get some quick times. Andy, solid day yesterday. Moving over to day number 2 here, slightly different course. How are you feeling going into this one?
Yeah, it's a new day. We've had some rain overnight, so it's going to make the track completely different. All the uphills and downhills will be a little bit more technical now. We've had the rain running across them, and then we've got a new test today, which the juniors were racing. So got a bit of a sandy base, a few soft spots down in the low spots. So it'll be interesting to try not to make mistakes. And we've got the whole crowd watching, so you have the pressure on. But new day, looking forward to the new challenges, and see what we can do.
Kyron Bacon, a solid day yesterday as well. Into a new day, different course here. What are you thinking?
Oh yeah, I think this track will be pretty good. Heaps of corners, which will suit the 250 a bit more, but had a bit of rain last night, so it'll make things a little bit more interesting. And yeah, the track's looking good though, so we'll see what happens.
Josh Green, just about to head out for your first look at the new track for today. How are you feeling?
I feel pretty good. Going to be slippery, but yeah, I'm feeling good and just excited to go racing.
John T, great day yesterday. New track here. How are you feeling going into day number 2?
Yeah, feeling pretty good. I'm pretty excited to get out there and hopefully try to build off yesterday's results.
Todd Waters, across to a grass track for day number 2 to start off the day. How are you feeling? It's a little bit closer to home with motocross, I feel.
Yeah, it's a bit closer, which I'm excited about. There's no big rock gardens to ship myself through, but overall, the track's going to be exciting because the enduro guys ride a lot different. They ride straight through the corner, brake, sort of skid and then power out. They're a bit more stop-starty, which works really good in the bush. I'm trying to open everything up, so it's going to be interesting if I can find some lines out here and try and use my motocross skills to try and get a bit closer to Greenie today.
Stephen Greenquist, morning mate. How are you feeling going into this one? Bit of motocross feel to this first part of the day.
Yeah, no, feeling good today. I sort of recovered pretty well from yesterday, and this track looks pretty fun. And we haven't had a proper grass track in a while, so had a bit of rain last night, and yeah, the track should form up pretty good, I think. Yeah, looking forward to it.
Corey McMahon off to another day start here. Bit of a rough ending yesterday, but make up for it today in this motocross part.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yesterday didn't go to plan, but you have them days and to still finish 5th in class, only 3 seconds off 4th and probably 20 off the podium. So on a bad day, that's not too bad. So we'll look forward to today and try to turn it around and get a positive vibe going into the break.
The heavens opened overnight and continued to pepper the Mackay venue throughout the day. The racing conditions were made a lot more technical and significantly increasing the margins for error.
The track was very slippery. It's hard to just stay on the bike really. All the hills, it's like you couldn't have any traction at all. Going up the hills it was even worse, like you just had to power out. If you didn't have any momentum, like half the people I reckon would be getting up at the most struggling out there. So it's a real tough track, and you know, I'm just happy to have a clean run and just stay on the bike really. That's just the plan for the rest of the day, and yeah, I'm happy.
Went out in the first test and went down 4 times and hurt myself a little bit, but learn from that and yeah, maybe take it easier the next one. Just stay up, stay consistent, stay a bit smooth. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes in the next ones.
Yeah, look, come away pretty clean. Had some pretty wild moments whilst I was probably just drifting full lock with a foot plant holding me up for about 10 metres, but it was pretty sick. Just happy to come away on the bike nice and healthy.
Yeah, no, it's tough out there. Yesterday they were really, really long sprints back to back, which I mean, yeah, it's tough just riding that long, full intensity. But yeah, still a bit sore today. Had a bit of a bingle yesterday, but yeah, it's super slick today. So just got to get round. I think everyone's having the same sort of dramas. So yeah, it's good. Just get out there and enjoy it as much as I can, I guess.
That was a good start out there. The track's quite slippery and technical, but yeah, the big 300 was good out there. Yeah, I was pretty stoked with my ride, so just got to keep it going today.
It actually did me a favour because I'm, as I said yesterday, a bit more of a technical rider. So the rain overnight made the track super slick, and obviously we had to be smarter. We couldn't be as heavy on the brakes. You definitely couldn't send it out there, so you had to yeah, be super careful, a lot of patience, and yeah, I passed 5 guys out there actually, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I come in 48th outright and #1 woman, so hopefully keep that rolling.
It's super slippery out there. I'm so happy it wasn't like that yesterday, first time back on the bike. So yeah, just taking it easy, try to stay on 2 wheels, and yeah, it's going to be pretty tough.
We're going to head off to a short break and be back with more from Mackay shortly. the Yamaha Australian Off-Road Championship presented by MX Store and the Penrite Pro MX Championship presented by AMX Superstores teamed up this weekend for a massive round of dirt racing and 2 riders that are either fit enough or crazy enough to take on double duties at Gum Valley at KTM's Corey McMahon and Husqvarna's Todd Borders.
Yeah, coming from motocross originally as a junior, I stepped across the off-roads on my sort of last year of juniors. I don't find it that overly difficult. There's definitely a lot more to the motocross than there is here, like training-wise and intensity. That's pretty much why I do it, just to sort of boost the intensity levels a little bit for the off-roads. But yeah, it's not a massive change, but it is a little bit different. It's good that I've had a background in motocross, so it doesn't really faze me as much, and yeah, it should be a good couple of days.
For me, on the off-road, the biggest thing I notice is walking the track. Like, you know, you're doing 20k track walk on the day before, and then you're racing all day, and then you're putting your camelback back on, and you're walking the next test till 7 o'clock at night. So for me, I actually didn't walk the tracks this weekend, so I've gone out there blind. I guess I'm testing a little bit because, to tell you the truth, my background's riding a 2-minute motocross track, so I'm no good at track walk anyway. I can't remember where I'm going, so.
I've done the training, and we're a part of the off-roads. We're doing 4 days and 6 days, so I'd hope my body's capable to do a 3-day sort of event. So my first 3 days in a row, we haven't had a 4-day, or I haven't made a 6-day since I've gone senior, so it'd be interesting to see how the body backs up after today, and then hopefully good training ahead of the 4-day in, I think it's 3 weeks.
So I'm trying to save my legs because we've got a big weekend. We're blessed with the weather, it's overcast. I know I'm from Cairns, so I know how humid it gets up here. Predicted 30 degrees, so I was stressing out a little bit about trying to stop the cramping and making sure my body could handle it. But I feel good right now, my body feels good. I know I'm fit enough, but you know, lining up with 40 dudes that haven't raced yet, fresh as a daisy. It's going to be interesting, but I'm up for the challenge.
I actually run my enduro suspension thanks to Choice and that down in Victoria there, so I'm on the same bike that I'm riding today. I'll be riding tomorrow in the motocross, so just without a headlight. So it's the same comfortable feeling that I'm used to. I just haven't gone for a motocross setup yet, and I feel comfortable on my enduro bike. I feel that the enduro helps a lot with your vision and line selection. Like we're going out there blind pretty much every sprint and trying to find new lines. Like the track's getting deeper and deeper out there every lap. So yeah, I feel bringing the line selection, and especially at a national, the tracks get so rough and the line selection is so crucial.
It's safe to say that Bacon is comfortably at home as the E1 leader for 2022. With a total time of 51 minutes 13 seconds, the Yamaha boarded gun seemed totally at home on the slick and tricky test tracks.
Had a pretty good day. Had a bit of a few offs in the faster test out over here, but pretty solid day, and I'm stoked to get another win today, so I'm happy.
Keep that ball rolling going into the Rex now.
Yeah, hopefully that's the plan. You know, anything can happen still. It's still a long way to go, but I'm happy with the bike and how my riding's going. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and yeah, see what happens.
Gas's Corey McMahon jumped up the leaderboard today to claim second place with a total time at 52 minutes 51 seconds.
Yeah, well, a lot better than yesterday to start with, and actually kept it on 2 wheels most of the time today. Didn't lose big lots of time, so I'm pretty happy with a little bit of the things that happened today, but I'm still not stoked on the way I was riding this weekend. There's a lot of work to do, but yeah, just got to give it up to the whole team, Gas, Mick Carusi, for spinning spinners all weekend. I was breaking a lot of stuff, so it was an easy job for him, and just a whole family that's helping me out, Motorex, O'Neill, Bell, and all the crew back at home. Thank you.
Rounding out the E1 Round 4 podium was Cooper Scheidow from Kessler Motorcycles KTM Australia with a total time of 53 minutes 50 seconds.
Yeah, we started off a bit slow this morning, but put a couple of good tests together towards the end of the day, and yeah, pretty stoked to get on the box.
which was the hardest part out there on the track? It sounds pretty universal that it was tricky in this rain.
Yeah, it was good fun. Definitely more into the fast, open, sketchy kind of stuff. But probably just the downhills, trying to turn halfway down, coming down hills was a bit exciting. But, you know, all in all, it was a pretty good day and I can't complain.
And looking forward to the next round?
Yeah, we got a bit of a break before next round, but definitely get back to work and hopefully keep the ball rolling.
Bacon's teammate Blake Hollis dropped to 4th place with a total time of 54 minutes and 5 seconds. Even Jeremy Carpentier from Yamaha JGR Ballard's off-road team struggled with today's tough conditions, dropping down to 8th place. Shop Yamaha off-road racing team has had a very positive weekend here in Mackay as Joshua Green and Michael Driscoll took out 1st and 2nd place today in E2. Green took out the gold with a total time of 52 minutes and 9 seconds, with Driscoll hot on his heels, taking out silver with a total time of 52 minutes 29 seconds.
It was a tough day today. It got really wet overnight and it was really slippery, so I'm happy to be on the top step.
Was there any really big challenges besides obviously the rain? Is there anything that caught you off guard today?
It was just super slippery, yeah. Like yesterday was sketchy with the rocks, today was slippery with rocks, so it was kind of good that the speed slowed down, but it was still scary.
Thank you. I'm just happy to come away second today, which is better than yesterday. Today was really technical. Just overnight it poured down and it made the tracks really sketchy and scary. So I'm just happy to come away on the box and keep the ball rolling.
Bronze was clinched by Husqvarna's Todd Waters, who was mere seconds behind Driscoll with a total time of 52 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, it was better, but man, I was enjoying that track over there. This morning it went nightmare. I crashed twice and Greeny put 40 seconds on me and that cost me today. Like I was pretty stoked the second test out there. I got him on that one and the motocross one, like the grass track, I felt really comfortable on, but I was pretty stoked with getting him on one of those out the back. I was improving over the weekend, which that's what this championship's about for me, is just learning how to ride fast through rocks and gnarly stuff. So looking forward to the next AORC. It's going to be a good one.
Beaters Fraser Higlet struggled today under the slippery conditions, settling for 4th place again. E3 was where a lot of the action could be found today, as Andrew Wilkes from Simply Racing Husqvarna, Jonty Reinders Motul Pirelli Sherco team and Stefan Gronquist KTM Off-Road Racing team tangoed for top spot. After some bad luck yesterday, Reinders came out with a point to prove, and boy did he. Reinders claimed a well-deserved 1st place today with an impressive time of 51 minutes 14 seconds.
Yeah, cheers. I'm beyond stoked. Finally, after a lot of years, we finally ticked one off, so we're stoked.
You'll keep this momentum going into the next round, obviously?
Yeah, finally been able to put it together. We've made a few bike changes here and there, and from the first round, I think it's really helped us. So yeah, we're super keen to keep the series going.
You're very strong all day long. Is there anything in particular you thought today made you end up on the top step?
I reckon I was probably a bit more relaxed today, and yesterday I made a few mistakes and I was got on top of me a little bit, where today I was a bit relaxed and was just having fun really. That's all it come down to. I'm stoked.
Wilkes started off with some challenges but fought tooth and nail to score 2nd place, finishing 4 laps with a total time of 52 minutes and 6 seconds.
No, I threw it away in that first one, which is a bit of a bummer, and we had a bit of a shortened day today, so you had to make sure you didn't make any mistakes, and yeah, that's racing. So, no, overall, the boys rode really well. It was good to see Jonty get his first win, and we've been teammates in the past and stuff like that, so been through a fair bit together, which is cool to see, and yeah, it sucks getting second, but yeah, good to see him get the win. Overall though, yeah, good learning day, and yeah, excited to see how we go for the rest of the year.
Broncos comfortably claim the third and final spot on the podium in E3, ahead of the competition by nearly 5 minutes, with a total time of 53 minutes and 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, thank you very much. I'm stoked with the podium, and it's been a pretty tough weekend. But overall, I'm really happy to finish up on the podium for sure.
This rain certainly threw a spanner in the works. Come down pretty hard before you got out into that finals test as well.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's been a really challenging one. Yesterday it was really fast and technical through the rocks, and then today the race, especially the bush one, was really tough. You know, with the rain, it's just so hard to be precise. But yeah, I'm really happy, and congratulations to Johnny for his win, and Wilkes got his first overall yesterday. So, I mean, I've got a few little issues that I've dealt with. I broke my tendon in my thumb at the last round, so I'm going to get that fixed next week, and hopefully I'll be a bit closer to these guys in the rounds to come.
Following in E3's footsteps, the action continued in EJ throughout round 4. After 4 laps across 2 tests though, it was William Dennett from Yamaha Australia who scored first place. Marking Dennett's first gold in EJ, he closed off round 4 with a total time of 54 minutes and 58 seconds.
Today was really sloppy. The first test was very slippery. We had to make all our time in real early, and then I just held it off for the rest of the day, trying to be consistent, stay off the ground. So yeah.
It seems to be the key for today, especially with this rain, was staying off the ground. Which was the harder part, out in the bush or this grass track test that we have behind us?
Oh, I found the grass track a bit harder, but I enjoyed the bush sections more. I'm a bit more a bush rider, so I like the bush a bit more. So.
And a good result for today. Are you going to roll this into the next round?
Hope so.
True to form, Cody Wolf is hot on Dennett's heels all day, riding into second place with a total time of 55 minutes and 21 seconds.
It was a challenging day, but got it done, so pretty happy.
What was the hardest part for you out there?
Oh, the rain made it very hard, but I think I rode it good. Did what I had to do and just stayed upright out of the mud. So.
Well, 2 consistent results here. Will you be carrying that into the next round?
Yeah, mate. It's a confidence booster. So it's about time, I think. I've been struggling a little bit with the off season, so I'm starting to come out, which is good.
The final spot in EJ today was won by Billy Hargy from Husqvarna Off-Road Racing Team, with a total time of 55 minutes and 23 seconds. With nearly 2 seconds separating him from second, it was clear as day that Hargy is back on track after an earlier injury.
Yeah, this weekend was super tough for me. Yesterday in sight lap, I hit a rock in the grass and ended up damaging my wrist pretty bad. So it was a super tough weekend for me just to hold on to the bike. And yeah, the bush and that was super hard for me. I couldn't really hold on going up the hills. I was sort of just paddling my way through, just trying to not crash as minimal as I could. So yeah, super tough weekend. Pretty pumped to come away third today, but 5th yesterday wasn't so good. But that's all we can do. Is good to just get some points for the series.
Round 3 victor Riley McGilvray from Shepparton Motorcycles KTM dropped down to 4th place today, demonstrating how challenging the conditions were for all riders, but also how fierce the competition is in EJ. Round 4 marked Jess Gardner's 100th AORC race start, and she definitely delivered a result to match it. Clocking in with a total time of 1 hour, 3 minutes and 34 seconds, Gardner maintained a solid lead ahead of the EW competition, claiming a well-earned first place.
much. It was very challenging out there today. Obviously with the rain overnight, it was a lot of survival mode out there, and yeah, really happy to get another win in the ladies. Hats off to Emily as well. She's, got a few personal health issues going on at the moment, and she still held her own out there. So it's definitely not conditions you want to be out there in those type of form. So yeah, I got to give a big shout out to the whole Yamaha JGR Ballads Off-Road team and everyone who supports us. It was another really good weekend for the team and myself, so really happy and can't wait for the next one.
KTM's Emily Carlson took out second place today with a total time of 1 hour, 5 minutes and 55 seconds. With her strong results regardless of today's tough conditions, it looks like her earlier troubles in round 3 have been left in the mud.
Yeah, the rain definitely didn't make it any easier. So I'm super happy to just get through this weekend and finish on the podium and second place. I'm stoked.
Some great valuable points for the championship as well, considering as we did speak about how hard it is for you coming into this one.
Yeah, definitely way more points than I thought I would have been able to save. So I came into this weekend just trying to get around. Had no idea if I was even going to get through the weekend. So yeah, super happy.
Kyron Bacon continues to dominate the E1 Championship standings, 18 points ahead of Corey McMahon. Josh Green is on a 4-from-4 winning streak in E2 with Driscoll and Waters tied in points for second and third. Andrew Wilkes remains on top of the leaderboard in E3 class, with Jonty Reinders in second. The unstoppable Jess Gardner continues her top form, leading the EW class with a 14-point margin to Emily Carlson. And it's anyone's game in EJ, with the top 3 separated by only 3 championship points.
That is a wrap here from us today at the Yamaha Australian Off-Road Championships. The riders truly tested today once those rains came down. We take a small break now from our racing, but we do regroup on the 16th and 17th of July. That is at Kyogle, New South Wales. Keep up to date with all your AORC action on the socials. Until next time in the bush, take care.